To the Lakers and played there for the first time. One of the stars in attendance at that game was Mavs legend Dirk. Now today in Dallas, he talked about his thoughts on that Luka trade and why he was there in the building to see Luka as a Laker.
I felt a little disappointed and sad for him. I think he obviously didn't see this coming. So he invited me to come out to his first game in LA, and I felt like I had to support him. I mean, it was reported that he was pretty obviously down and disappointed how it went down, and so I wanted to be there for him. I wanted to be there for his family and show support. But I mean, you guys saw my face. It was weird. It was surreal to see him play for the Lakers, and so at the end of the day, I mean, I'll never be a Lakers fan, but it will always be a Luka fan.
Yeah. To LA. It's quarter Lakers. End of that. You know, if John McEnroe's giving you stink face, it was good. Bronny, that's my dad. Game tied at 80. After the Hornets answer with the 3, LeBron, same, ties it at 83. Hornets used a 17-1 third quarter run to make this thing close. Then game tied at 90. That's Miles Bridges, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 5 steals. Hornets take the lead. Lakers down 1 now. Rui Hachimura misses. Luka doesn't in the paint. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Lead. Lakers needing a bucket. 14 seconds. On to win 100 to 97. So LeBron gets the last shot in the first scenario with Luka as the teammate. James and Doncic combined to go 2 for 7 from the field in the final 5 minutes. It was just the Lakers' second loss in 8 clutch time situations since the new year.
All right, Danny, so LeBron, he missed his opportunities. But how do you feel about Luka's involvement in the final seconds of that game?
I mean, I wasn't surprised. He had been struggling most of the game, and Bron got hot. Bron got hot in the 4 legs under him, gets in better conditioning. He'll get more rhythm, and he'll be the guy, that is more than just a decoy in these situations. Last night was a tough one for them, tough loss. I think a big change happened when Austin got, ejected from the game. But this is a game that they'll learn from and get better.
You mentioned getting his legs under him. We haven't seen him that much since Christmas, so he's still getting used to the game. Big picture, though, what concerns you the most about this Lakers team as Luka continues rounding into form?
It's too early right now. I'm not too concerned. But the biggest concern for me is that, which is everybody else's concern, is the lack of inside presence. They don't have a lot of rim protection. They don't have many lob threats. They have one in Jackson Hayes. But the lineup at the end of the game is a small ball lineup. When they finish the game, good one. But in the West, I just don't see that lineup beating many teams in the playoffs. So that's my biggest concern for them, is the lack of size, and that their end-of-game lineup is not one that can beat many teams in the West.
Okay, so you mentioned that. There was a guy that was supposed to be in that lineup, Mark Williams. So before we let you go, what was your reaction when Bron rose up on his almost teammate?
Yeah, he had me off my feet. He had a lot of people off their feet last night.
Yeah, Bronny over there looking shocked that his dad still got it. Danny, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If they get the right matchup, they can make a run. If they don't, I'm not going to put pressure on them. Let them get a center before next season.
Okay, it's not about pressure. We just talking basketball. It ain't going to lose no sleep over our conversation. Here's the reality of the situation.
He just had him in the finals, Stephen A. He just had him beating the 42-9
Shannon, something wrong with Shannon. And listen, don't take Shannon seriously, because if he was that serious about the Lakers, he'd show up to more of their games. They ain't found him. He about showed up 1 game this year. You understand? He going to stay busy. But he knows there's question marks about them. Otherwise, he'd have been to more games. He understands what this is. The other thing we got to pay attention to is this, guys, and all seriousness. The Los Angeles Lakers last year obviously drew Denver in that first round after they went through the play-in. So you have to look at it from that standpoint that with JJ, I assure you they're going to learn the error of their ways, because JJ is meticulous as he is. He ain't going to try to put himself in a position where they can get bounced, they can ruin their season by getting bounced out in the first round. If they can avoid certain matchups, they'll do that. Right now, they're tied for 3rd, Shannon, all right, in the loss column with Denver. If they were the 4th seed, okay, then ultimately they would run into OKC. That would be before the Western Conference Finals. They'd have to be a 3rd seed to kind of avoid them before the Western Conference Finals, okay? And then even then, you've got Memphis, okay? You got Denver. I'm just looking at it. Listen, if they make it out of the 2nd round, I would consider it a Herculean feat for the Los Angeles Lakers this year.
Yeah, we definitely
I'm rooting for them, though.
The Williams situation kind of set us back. when he fails the physical. And there's not a whole lot of guys available now that can play. Hey, Valanciunas is already locked up. So basically you're looking at JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Alex Len. And I don't know if they move the needle enough. I just know Jackson Hayes, who's been a backup. Yeah, he's going to get you some lobs, but he can protect the rim from the weak side. But he's not stopping Yoke. He's not stopping no premier big man in the Western Conference. But in all seriousness, Stephen A., if they had and I'm not saying they need a Joel Embiid if he's healthy. They don't need that. They just need somebody serviceable on the defensive end, knowing that you got great scoring on the perimeter and get some lobs at the rim and don't have to run plays for him. But, hey, I like what I saw. You worry about your team, the Knicks. Let me worry about my team, the Lakers.
That's fair. That's fair. At least I showed them more games, but that's fair. That's fair.
And watch them lose.
Yes, I did watch them lose Saturday. I watched them get their ass kicked to piss me off. But anyway, here's the deal, Wendy, Shannon. I will say this, though, and I haven't seen him in a couple of years. I don't know how he's looking, Wendy, but I'm finding it hard to believe, like, all you need is somebody to defend and rebound. Why not look at a Dwight Howard? Sure. Why not look at somebody off the scrap heap? He's always in shape.
And not just the physical feats and the plays, it's the mentality. He is, again, I believe I saw the other day, he's a billionaire. And he's playing on the second night of a back-to-back at 40 after 22 years with every frickin' record and every accolade. And the kids will say that I'm glazing him. He's one of the greatest competitors.
Okay. Stephen A., what are your thoughts about what JJ just had to say about LeBron?
Number one, I like the glasses, Molly. Keep them on.
Thank
Number
you.
two,
They're new.
I got to tell you this.
I can't see anything. I have a stigmatism.
I know. That's why I was teaching. I know you can't see with them on all the time. JJ Redick didn't tell a lie. He said the absolute truth. I just hope that he wasn't talking as if somebody didn't notice that or people haven't said that about LeBron James. When have people not said that about LeBron James? Matter of fact.
2 days ago?
What did we say 2 days ago? What did we miss? What did we say 2 days ago?
Everybody was on him for not playing in the All-Star game. And,
time out.
JJ's just pointing out that
Two things could be true. Two things could be true. I'll still get on him for not playing the All-Star game. He should have played. He should have dressed, and he should have played even if it was just for a few minutes. He absolutely should have played. All of a sudden, the ankle and the foot injury doesn't seem that bad. Not over the last two games, right? If you could do it then, you probably could have played a few minutes on Sunday. That's all I'm saying. But two things could be true. That could be true, while in the same breath, every syllable that J.J. Redick uttered about him is true. And to LeBron James, to his family, to his loved ones, to his fans across the globe and everything, LeBron James is one of the top two greatest players in the history of basketball. He's an incredible ambassador for the game. He is a treasure to the game. We will miss him when he is gone. He's a four-time champion, four-time league MVP. There is nothing. And the biggest thing about him, he has never, ever cheated the game outside of All-Star Weekend. He's never cheated the game. Never cheated the game. Because, I blame him for the slam dunk contest. I will forever blame him for the slam dunk contest. But he has never cheated the game. Okay, outside of All-Star Weekend in his career, and his conditioning to show up and to be in the condition and to take care of himself the way that he does. When I throw that ticker on the bottom, on the lower third of the show, when I talk about great father, great husband, great entrepreneur, great businessman, great actor, all of this other stuff, because I want to make sure that I get everything in there. I'm joking about it, but I'm also serious. Like, I'm not lying about those things. He was great at all of it. That movie Trainwreck, he was fantastic in that movie. He really was. I'm just looking at him, and the guy has done so many, many great things. Don't think for 1 second.
For Nuggets, who've won 9 in a row, their last 7 by double digits. Jamal Murray now averaging a career high. Bob, is this the team that no one wants to see in the playoffs?
Yeah, it is. Because I'll tell you what, LeBron James used to do it. He still can somewhat do it. But Nikola Jokic right there, he can get you a good shot, Malika, every possession down, either for himself or for a teammate. And that's what makes them so dangerous. Second best offense in the league. It's really about their defense as well. But they're playing fantastic basketball.
Well, Denver will go for their 10th straight game against the Lakers, or 10th straight win tomorrow on ABC. That's where LeBron will be coming off his second 40-point game at the age of 40. Perk,
Are the Lakers, as a fellow 40-year-old, the team most primed to pull off an upset in the West?
Absolutely. Anytime you have LeBron James and a Luka Doncic on the same roster, two high IQ guys, you definitely don't want to see them in a 7-game series. And now you add in a third option guy who's been playing at an all-star level of late in Austin Reeves. JJ Redick really got this team clicking on all cylinders.
LeBron, an all-time great. Let's check in on another all-time great, and Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns, who fell to 1-7 in February after a loss to the Spurs without Victor Wembanyama. Stephen A., are you ready to say the sun has officially set on this big three?
Yes, I have. And it's shocking that I get to say that. Let's face reality. Kevin Durant wants to stay in Phoenix because he must love Arizona. He must have a nice crib out there. It can't be because of basketball. Not the basketball team I was watching last night. Lose to the San Antonio Spurs without Victor Wembanyama, okay? That's what I saw last night. Kevin Durant is shooting 53% from the field, 40% from three-point range, averaging 27 a game. Booker's giving you 26 a night on 45% shooting. Beal is shooting 49%, averaging 17 points, and this team is 3 games under 500, being coached by a guy in Budenholzer that for 5 years in Milwaukee, the man won 271 and 120. That's 70% wins. And somehow, some way, they're losing like this. They're 3 games under 500. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know whether it's one of them coyotes Mike Wilbon be messing around with or whatever that sent their way. Something wrong. I don't know what the hell is up with Phoenix. I think the sun is definitely set. Damn it, I would make the argument it's never shined. It's never shined this year. So guess what? I mean, go ahead and do what you got to do. But good. If I'm Kevin Durant, yeah, it's time to move on. He's too great to be there under those situations. Kevin Durant, 3 games under 500? Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Should we look at the Western Conference as a bigger picture? Or should we stay here for